Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. DCS World, My Flight. Marix DL. Hey Bill, long time no see.
Hello, Marix. Yeah, long enough that I've kind of forgotten your name. So good to see you back. I'm just trying to get my controls to bring my gear up. on this aircraft, the Mosquito, because it hasn't been happening. I've been having to click on it to get the gear up. I've obviously lost the mapping, so I'm hoping that that's the correct. I couldn't get it to recognise the stick, or rather the button on the throttle unit here. I couldn't get it to recognise that, so I've manually selected it, and I'm just hoping that's going to work. I'll find out when I take off. Unless, of course, I can try it now. I don't even know where the gear lever is on this. I never watch it. I never look for it. I know where it is on the spit, and it should be really obvious, but because I only ever push a button, I never look for the lever. Oh, hang on. What am I talking about? I'm talking absolute rubbish. There's the lever. Of course it is. That's the one I have to hit to bring up the gear. So I can undo the latch, or I can apply the latch like that. Now what happens when I bring the gear up? Does it move? No. I can put the gear down, but it's not responding to the up. I think that's probably something I've got to adjust in Target, the software that goes with this throttle and stick. Oh, I'm not talking to myself. I just realised it says there's only one viewer on, and that's on.
Marix DL.
Oh no, you're still there. Okay.
I joined the Marines. LOL, going to Hawaii and deploying to South Korea next year.
Oh, jolly good. And that's what you were after, yeah? Were you after that? Is that all good news for you?
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
Dodge 1-1, Bra 017, 435 at 3000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 240, 445 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 020, 440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 018, 435
Rearming complete.
at 1500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 018, 440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 015, 440 at 2500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 018, 440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 016, 445 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 239, 440 at 3000, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 012, 440 at 2000, hot.
Run the starter. Copy.
Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 013, 440 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 240, 440 at 3000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 066, 418 at 7000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011, 440 at 2500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011, 440 at 2500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 014, 435 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011, 440 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 012, 435 at 3000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 053, 41 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 286, 410 at 1000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 318, 41 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 018, 435 at 3000, cold. Dodge 1-1, Bra 012, 435 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 284, 410 at 1500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 239, 445 at 3000, hot. Dodge 1-1, Bra 239, 440 at 3000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 018, 435 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 019-440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 016-440 at 2500, cold. Dodge 1-1, bra 013-440 at 2500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 11941 at 1500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 014-440 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, bra 14842 at 2500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011-440 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011-440 at 2500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 011-440 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, bra 013-435 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, bra 012-435 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 015-435 at 2500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 014-435 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 012-435 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, bra 018-440 at 2500, cold. Dodge 1-1, bra 018-435 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 015-435 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 336-414 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 018-435 at 1500, cold. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 019-440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, bra 336-413 at 3000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 336-414 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 336-416 at 1500, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 336-417 at 1000, hot. Dodge 1-1, pop-up group 019-440 at 2500, cold. Dodge 1-1, bra 017-440 at 2000, cold. Dodge 1-1, bra 335-414 at 2000, hot. Dodge 1-1, bra 335-415 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, Bra, 334, 416 at 1,500 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 018, 440 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, Bra, 015, 440 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 013, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 011, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 009, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, Bra, 007, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 008, 440 at 2,500 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 008, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, Bra, 008, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, Bra, 011, 440 at 2,500 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 010, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 010, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1,
It's a bit more successful than my usual rate with rockets.
2,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 012, 440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, merged. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 015, 440 at 1,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 298, 411 at 1,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 017, 440 at 2,000 cold.
They're so difficult to see.
Dodge 1, pop-up group, 018, 440 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, Bra, 297, 411 at 1,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 018, 440 at 1,500 cold. Dodge 1, Bra, 017, 445 at 2,500 cold. Dodge 1, merged. Dodge 1, Bra, 06642 at 7,000 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 015, 445 at 2,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 013, 445 at 2,500 knots.
And of course this aircraft isn't as responsive as a Spitfire, so it's a bit sort of sloppy when they go in to make an attack.
445 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, Bra, 013, 445 at 2,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group, 011, 440 at 2,000.
And it seems to fire high. I have to aim right at the base of a target with the guns. Or maybe fire from further back, of course. Okay, there's one down there. There's containers which throw it out. You see a container at distance and you think it's a truck, and it's not. Right, I'm going to pull away further just to give myself more chance to line up, because it's not as agile as a Spitfire, so to make a tight turn to come back is not so easy. But of course from a distance it's more difficult to see the targets. Having said that, some targets actually get more difficult to see when you get closer, which seems odd. I'm using these units because these units will respawn. So if I destroy them all, they'll just respawn, so you don't lose them for the rest of the mission. Don't know much ammo I've got left. I might go and look at some units. There's some units that will shoot back at me over here, but they don't respawn if you shoot them. Just gotta find them. Okay, they're right ahead of me. There's 7 units. Useless, I'm all over the place. Even that only got 36% damage. See, now from this angle they seem more visible. I suppose it's because I'm looking at shadow that's darker and more easy to see. That's better run. Got 2 of them then. think I'm shooting the grass there. That wasn't a unit.
At 1,500 knots.
I think I've got to always come in from the north or something to make it easier to see them.
435 at 2,500 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group 013 440 at 2,500 cold. Dodge 1, bra 010 435 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group 012 440 at 2,000 cold.
Okay, I can see another one. And there's
Dodge 1,
there's 4 left.
012 435
And see one.
at 1,500 cold. Dodge 1, bra 013 440 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, pop-up group 012 440.
I need to come out further once again because making a tight turn in this is not the same as the Spitfire, so you're just not going to turn so easily, so you end up having less time to aim.
Dodge 1, pop-up group 010 440 at 2,500 cold.
Okay, I think I can see that same unit even from this distance.
321 417 at
Lost it on the turn though.
1,500 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group
There he is, I can see him.
440 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, bra 008 440 at 2,500 knots.
Didn't even show us being damaged.
Dodge 1, bra 321 417 at 3,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group 321 418 at
Okay, when I RTB, I'll pick up some rockets again.
Dodge 1
The rockets are better on clustered things such as the trucks that I went for earlier. Not so easy to use on individual targets such as this, because the rockets are less accurate and I'm just not as good with rockets. You can't use the sight in the normal way with rockets. You have to use the bottom of the sight, and that's going to depend on how far away you are and what angle you're at and all sorts of stuff.
Dodge 1, pop-up group
Get far away enough again,
440 at 2,000
far enough away to be able to make the turn, but then I've got to find the unit. I can see one, he's to the left of the road, the small road that's heading towards the big road.
318 418 at 2,000 cold. Dodge 1, bra 319 418 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group 005 440 at 2,000
It's taking a lot of bullets, but I'm getting them.
Dodge 1, pop-up group 003.
How many have we got on fire? 1, 2, 3. Only 4? There's 3 left then.
Dodge 1, bra 005 440 at 2,000 knots.
I think I'm seeing one about there.
Dodge 1, pop-up group 009 435 at 2,000 knots. Dodge 1, pop-up group 011 440 at 3,000 cold. Dodge 1, bra 012
It looks like one just there as well. Possibly there. If I've got any ammo left. I think we just shot by one, but I can't waste ammo at the moment. Need to make positive ID before I use the ammo. And there are little things down there, but they're boxes. Oh right, I think I found the other one that I was shooting at earlier. If I've got enough ammo left. One, two, looks like there's one left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burners. The other one must be that one where I thought was by the road. I can't go too far in that direction because there's a bunch of units down there which are a bit wicked. I think that's all set. Oh, all 7, but I went too low. Flipped my wing on the ground. Is that someone got in a chopper, or is it just an AI? I can't tell at the moment. I'm just looking on the left hand side of the screen where it tells me who's in, and Laxor's not in yet. It would normally be Laxor jumping in one of those. Okay, I'll get another mosquito. Because my gear is working now, I've sorted my gear issue. I think I'll probably go for these ones. There's infantry, which I'll use rockets on, which might sound overkill for infantry, but they are dangerous. If I go for the vehicles, the infantry with what they carry will just shoot me to bits. So I've got to go for the infantry first. The vehicles are passive. Okay, let's get started then. Get armed first. Open the window, because otherwise ground crew can't hear me, and I'll ask to get armed.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
In the meantime, I can get started.
Copy.
Whilst they're doing that.
Refueling complete.
Can hear an engine winding up somewhere. Okay, so now I have to get the ground crew to prime the engines. The command for that is run the starter.
Rearming complete. Run the starter. Copy.
Right, so now I can start the engines. I'll open the radiator flaps. Put the magnetos on. Put off starboard engine. Open the covers. Get the engine rolling. Then hit the other button. Magnetos for the other engine. Open the flaps. Okay. Whilst that's running and warming, I'll set my altimeter. And the trims. And before I pull away, I'll set my flaps ready for takeoff, and I'll set them to between 20 and 30, round about there. Okay, flaps are set. I can now throttle up, taxi to the runway. There was a container on the runway earlier. It's still there. When a vehicle is destroyed, it leaves on enemy one anyway. It leaves a container behind, and those containers can be collected by someone here with a helicopter, brought back to this airfield and processed as fuel or as ammo. If we don't do that, we can actually run out. The airfield can actually run out of fuel and or ammo. So I've got to make sure that I don't connect with that, because we are interactable. Taxiing on a Mosquito is the same as a Spitfire. You don't have toe brakes on the rudder pedals, so you have to use the rudder to select left or right, but nothing will happen until you apply braking, because at that time there's not enough airflow over the rudder to cause a change in direction. So you apply braking. If you're not, like now at the end of the runway I'm going to turn right, so I'll apply right rudder and then apply braking, and it'll put braking on the right wheel only. But this little grey slider here, if you can see it, that I'm pointing at, that's my brake. You see I'm applying brake to turn right or left, and it will respond depending on where the rudder is set. It'll put braking on the appropriate wheel. I'll try and show the rudder pedals as well, but I've got to look down and up at the same time for that. So there's the brake lever. It's a bit like a bike brake in reality, so if you let go of the brake lever, it will spring back to normal as a bike lever does. Doesn't happen in this case for me. Oh, there's a tank on the runway. Doesn't happen for me because this doesn't have a spring on it, so if wherever I put it, it will stay, which can be useful but slightly cheating if you do it that way, because in theory it should spring back if you let go of it. It's one of our tanks, I believe, so that's alright. Let's move forward of it. Okay, couple of final little checks. Flaps are set for takeoff. Trims are done. Oh, I didn't do the aileron trim. I'll do that. So that's the rudder trim. That's the nose down trim for takeoff. And I'll now give it sort of 5 minutes, if you think of the clock, of right aileron trim. That seems to work alright. Okay, so brake off. Now I'm going to throttle up, and for a while I'll be using, I'm going to set my armament, I'll be using the rudder and the brake to keep myself straight along the runway. Once we get fast enough, I won't need the brake, so I'll take the brake off completely. And when I was going fast enough, there'll be sufficient airflow over the rudder to be able to affect my direction, but I want to make my armaments ready first, because I'll forget otherwise. That's the guns, and that's the rockets. Okay, throttle up, and as I said, using brake and throttle. I'll try and show that. Let me just recenter track IR. Right, that makes it a little easier because I have to put my head down for the viewer to see the rudder pedals, but I need to be looking up slightly to see where I'm going. So let's go for it. Gradually releasing the brake. The rudder should be getting authority now. Taking the brake off completely. And rotate. Gear coming up. Now get the flaps up. Close the window, it's a bit drafty. I'm going to take a chance and on those units I was hitting earlier on, the first units I was hitting, the static soft target trucks, there's a bridge nearby, and on that bridge there's about 4 tanks, or BTR tanks, and once again they can be aggressive, and there's also infantry down there and they can be aggressive, and they're dangerous because those infantry carry some stuff that's quite dangerous. Oh, actually, instead of doing those, I said I was going to do the other lot, so let's go the other lot. Thought I'd said that. And I'll go for the infantry with rockets to start with, then come back and use the guns on the trucks. In my sight now, if your screen's big enough, you'll see two black lines, slightly black lines, dots. One of them is not very visible at all, and that's the infantry, and they're the ones we're going to go for with rockets. As I say, it might seem overkill for infantry, but it means you get a burst, and that burst can work, whereas if you fire rockets at vehicles and stuff, you've got to be much more accurate. I don't think I've got very many of them. I was firing in the wrong place, because funny enough, as you get closer to these, they become less clear. Much more difficult to see them as you get closer. So when I go now, I've used all my rockets. When I go for these trucks, that line of trucks that you're seeing down there, there's every chance I'll also be taking fire from the remaining infantry with whatever they carry. I don't know how many's left. I'm going to make a reasonable wide sweep so that I've got enough time to do a turn and come back and have a bit more chance for aiming when I come back. Otherwise it just doesn't respond quickly enough. In a Spitfire, and say, it is a bit different. You can make much tighter turns and come back more swiftly. So there they are. If you can see that line of tanks, trucks, they're not tanks. So I'll use my guns on these because that's all I've got left. That was terrible. I went way off. Probably only got about one by the looks of it, and now they've scattered, so it makes it not quite such a soft target. Well, it's soft enough, it's just not very, it's not in a nice neat straight line. So why I was so bad on that run, I don't know. I'll try and choose a line that gives me a chance at more than one. Sort of that area there looks good, so if I come from up here along this road and go for those that are close to the road, anyone that has the opportunity to say hello in the chat, please do. It doesn't cost anything and it's non-committal. It's just a friendly hello, that's all. But I know some people can't because they don't have a YouTube channel. I think they have to have a channel to be able to make comments, but to make a YouTube channel is simple enough and it doesn't cost anything. So, but it gives you the opportunity to be able to put comments onto a YouTube video. If there's anyone named Joan there, just give me a thumbs up or something. You could do it on a PM in the Facebook chat if necessary. That was a bit low. I've got a few of those by the road. Oh, too late. Okay, that gave me a very quick chance to check Facebook. Okay, now who's that in the chopper, I wonder? Probably Axel.
Fort 6-1, pop-up group 334.
Radio check. Radio check.
One, two, four, check, check.
Yeah, copy receiving.
Okay, yep, good. Just making sure.
Okay. They've got a couple of tanks on the runway and a crate, a container on the taxiway near where I spawn in with me Spitfire. Little bit of weaving to do at times, or not weaving, no, not really. Just being aware, that's all.
Well, I can deal with all of those. Unfortunately, I can't deal with the cargo crate in quite the way I would hope to. I can move it out of the way, I just can't deliver it, because as soon as I unhook it, it's going to throw it across the map. The tanks I can also move. I just need to spawn into the commander role that uses the combined arms module. And then I can either drive a tank out of the way or give it a route to move it out of the way.
Oh, okay. Well, whichever. I mean, it's not important. They are avoidable, so don't worry too much about that.
Yeah, it looks like there's a container at the end of the runway as well. Oh, I see. There's one over there. Okay, yeah. I can pull that out of the way now. I don't know why we got so much radio chatter. I think maybe the AWACS flight that's in the southwest of the map. I think that must have got shot down or something.
Copy.
I ran out of fuel or something. But it's transmitting on the wrong radio frequency, which is why we're getting all that noise on 124.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we just have to ignore it. I mean, we can talk over that to each other anyway.
Refueling complete.
Yeah, or we could use radio channel B for the Spitfires, which is 135.
I think it is 135. Yeah, okay, let's go there. Yeah, 135.
Rearming complete.
So Laxor's going to move that crate out of the way. That'll be good. Laxor, copy. Can you hear me? So Laxor's going to get that crate out of the way for us. That's him in the Huey. And normally these could be taken back because they'll contain fuel or ammo, and they could be taken to the factories or the treatment plants behind me and processed as fuel or ammo, but there's something not working about that at the moment, something to do with DCS itself, so he's just getting it out of the way. So now I can get started. I can't even say thanks because we haven't got radio comms at the moment for some reason. I'm on 135 and I think he's on 135, but that's not working. I'll do another quick check. Laxor radio check. That's on 135. So I'll try 12. Our normal is 124. This is channel A. Let's try that.
Pop-up group 335414.
Laxor, copy. No, he's not on either of those channels, I guess. Okay, well I'll just get started anyway.
Fort 6-1 Bra 335414 at 2000 hot. Fort 6-1 Bra 070416 at 7000 cold. Fort 6-1 pop-up group 238445 at 3000.
I'll set my altimeter and my nose down trim on my rudder trim.
Fort 6-1 pop-up group 019440 at
I find that nose down trim at neutral seems to work for me. Rudder trim full right. Okay. So pity Laxor's not on channel because I'd like to just say thank you for moving that crate. I'll try 135 again. Laxor, copy, radio check. That's him up there. He's not receiving me, I think. Okay, I'll just go. Actually, I'll put the pilot in place, which might seem a bit gamey, but it does make sense in as much as if I look down at the stick when I'm flying, I'm not going to see a dead empty stick. I'm going to see a hand on it. Having said that, now I've done that, top left hand corner of the screen you'll see my FPS, my frames per second, and it's now dropped down to less than 20. I wonder if it's all to do with, because we've been suffering this, I wonder if it's to do with the pilot. It's having to draw the pilot every time. So let's try taking the pilot out, see if it makes any difference. Maybe not. I'll see how it goes. I'll stay with the pilot not in position at the moment, but the frame rate's dropped down to 15. The only way I get out of that is to come out of the server and go back in, which doesn't take long. It's just a bit of an aggravation. I'll see how it goes. Frame rate should pick up once I get airborne, because you're not so close to things. It's not having to draw things so detailed. Try not to touch the throttle, because it's all very, you're using throttle, brake and rudder pedals for steering, and it doesn't take much to throw it out, so I need to try and not touch the throttle and use brake and rudder pedals. Tank and a crate there. Right, now I'm past them, I'll think about winding up and taking off. Let's put brake fully on. Make sure flaps are up and my takeoff trims are set. That's it, let's go. Brake off.
Air Joe 8.
135, check, 123.
I am indeed.
135 actually.
Right, hold on a minute, Joe. Yeah, copy Laxor. Did you say 135, yeah? Yeah, 135B, yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. That's good. It didn't work the first time, but really you've heard me this time.
Yeah, okay, and thanks for getting that crate out of the way. We've now got a crate here and a tank. I'm not sure what tank it is. Is it a dead one of ours or a dead one of theirs? I don't see as it could be one of theirs, surely.
What, a tank next to you?
Yeah, close to me at the west end of the runway there's a container and a tank. The tank looks a bit burned out, but I can't tell from this angle very well.
Oh yeah, that's dead. Yeah, it would have been taking fire, moved off of its original position, and
Okay.
destroyed there.
Okay, I'm just going to take off then.
Yeah, it's totally dead. Not much I can do about it, but at the moment.
That's fine.
I don't know if you saw, but I was able to successfully do a cargo drop at the ammo factory, so I think logistics is back in business.
Oh, that's good. What's not so good is I can't get my gear up. It's not responding to my gear up button. And that might be since I set it correctly for the Mosquito, because the Mosquito wasn't working. That is working, but the Spitfire isn't. Okay, hold on. It's not responding. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I can't check. I have to land. I can't fly back with my gear down anyway, so I've got to land and change that mapping. Yeah, sorry Joe, I didn't come back. Yeah, I have been flying the Mosquito as well. I haven't got the F-16 now because I haven't bought it yet. I might do when there's a sale. Right, stand by, I'll just break off while I'm landing. Well, that was pretty bad, but never mind. Right, I'll check that map in.
Joe 8. I think there's a winter sale. That's when I'd buy it. Do you fly on other maps ever? Air Joe
Other
8.
maps? Not really.
Nice landing, green face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, it was a bumpy landing, wasn't it, Joe? But never mind. I can walk away from it. I used to have much smoother landings. For some reason, my landings have just got worse lately. Right, I want to check that map in. That's odd because I was hitting G, which
Air
should
Joe 8.
toggle the gear, and that wasn't
Question:
doing it
I've been
either.
streaming and I was wondering how you get that chat overlay and voiceover. Is it default through OBS?
It's from Restream. I did it a while back. I can't remember exactly how I got it, but if you check out Restream, then I don't think it will show for you because I'm not showing my screen. I'm only showing the game. But there's a cog on once you've got the chat window for Restream. There's a little cog where you can tell it to do text to voice. I'm going to take off again just to see if my gear comes up.
Air Joe 8. Okay, I'll look it up, thanks Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you find it okay. I find it very useful because if I don't have that little lady reading it for me, I'm going to miss so many messages. At least that's a prompt. Even if I don't understand what's being said, it's a prompt that I need to look at the messages. So it's I think it's well worth having. My frames have dropped to 11. I'm going to risk it and take off anyway, but I need to come out of the server and come back in really. I just want to see if my gear comes up. I suppose I could do that by just hitting the gear button and then move forward, because if I hit the gear button and move forward, it will collapse. Let's just see if it works. Yeah. Well, it's working anyway. My gear came up. But I need to come out of the server and come back in to get rid of this business. Apparently it's to do, well, I think we've said this before, it's to do with memory leak. It's something that DCS need to deal with, I think. and there's nothing we can do about it. But coming out the server and going back in, that should improve it a lot. So I'm going to do that.
Air Joe 8. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah. Why can't I see all of your message? Hold on. Oh, it's just the rolling on the floor laughing has just pinged in since I saw the fact that you had messaged. Oh well, maybe that's something to do with a dodgy frame rate. Oh, I don't know. Right, I'm going to come out the server and go back in. Yeah, I was flying the Mosquito earlier, and that had a problem where the gear wasn't coming up, and I had to do some mapping on that to sort that out. It used to, so I don't know what changed. Yeah, so it's restreamed. I get a little box which I have in the bottom right hand corner of one of my other monitors, showing restream channels, and I can't remember how I got the chat. No, I can't remember that bit. The little chat window, I can't remember how I got that, but I'm sure you'll find it if you get into the restream thing. And my frame rate is up in the 80s to 100 sort of mark now, but it gradually drops. By the way, Joe, if you're still there, did you try, I can't remember if you did, whether you tried the Echo 19 Spitfire engine sound. I'm probably talking to myself because you're probably not there, and the other viewer is probably a bot, I'm guessing.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Radio check. Radio check.
Refueling complete.
Radio check.
Yep, check.
Thank you. I forgot I didn't change it onto 135, so I was just trying in vain, thinking that you didn't have a radio on. Then I remembered we swapped to 135.
Ah, of course, yeah.
Rearming complete.
Yeah, I just had to leave the server and come back in because my frame rate dropped below 10 at times.
Right, yeah.
Okay, if you copy, I'm going to take a brief comfort break. I've had to mess about with some controls as well. I lost some mappings somehow. It's gone a bit funny. There's some mappings gone funny with the gear up and down stuff. But I've got it all sorted. It's a bit messy, but I've got it sorted now. I think I'm going to get repaired. So this is a good time for me to pop up and have a very brief break.
Okay, I'll catch you in a minute.
Stop it up.
Request repair. Copy. Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
That's an enemy bomber. Although it's an A-20, it's an enemy bomber. I'm at full throttle and I'm sort of only slowly catching up to him. He's already taken evasive. Surely that wasn't his gunner that got me, can't have been. Well, I'm a gunner. Emplacement, our gun emplacement took me out. Oh, and of course, if we haven't marked it, it wouldn't have been shown on the map. It's only when we mark it. In many cases, not all cases, but in many cases, it's only when we mark it on the map that it notices. Okay, I'd better check other aircraft in terms of whether the gear levers are working. So we're doing A10 now. I'll jump in a Mosquito again just to check that that's still working. Okay, Mosquito's still working. Let's go back to the A, or go to the A10. I'll get my radio on and put it on the 135, and I might be able to speak to that sort.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Super. I'm in the A10, and I remembered to go to 135.
You're good. Could you do me a favour? Temporarily tune the 266 and see if ATC will give you clearance.
266?
Yeah, 266 is,
Mazda, Hog 1, request startup.
Yeah, copy. No, I went to 266 and then used the comms menu, I assume that's what you meant, and went to Mosdoc and asked for permission to start engine, but I didn't take any notice.
okay, what about 137?
137?
Yeah, there's more 4 frequencies, although I think 2 of them are like transponder things.
Alright, well obviously I'll lose you one again when I try it, but I'll give 137 a try.
Mazda, Hog 1, request startup.
No response on 137.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was just worth a try. I thought I heard radio calls on 124 earlier on saying that ATC was giving information, but perhaps it wasn't.
Okay, don't.
Oh yeah, I'm going to change modules, so I'll lose radio briefly.
Copy.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
135, check.
Copy.
Alright, thank you.
There he is. Okay, he's down.
Air Joe 8. Sorry, Bill had to do something. You flying the A10 now?
Yes, sir. Partly because I'm checking out functionality of my gear operating levers and switches, because the Spitfire wasn't putting its gear up. I had trouble getting the gear up on the Mosquito, and I had to adjust stuff in controls for that, and then I had to do a similar thing on a Spit. I don't really know why. It's it's looking a bit messy now, because I've got key combinations and buttons allocated to those things, but I've also got the software for this stick, the target software, sending what I want, so it's a bit messy, but it's working on those two. I just don't know what's going to happen when I put the gear down on this one. Okay, I'm out of there to it.
Air Joe 8. Hermione. That's weird.
Yeah, so I'm going to find out what happens when I've got. I suppose I could put my gear down now, but I'd want to slow down, I think, first before I try testing my gear. I might still do that though. I might just slow right down, put my gear down whilst in the air, and see what happens. Oh, I've got 4 fighters behind me. Pity, being I've used all my air to air. Don't know where they came from. I think these are not hostile. The blue ones, I think, are not hostile.
Air Joe 8. Alright, I gotta head out. See you soon, Bill.
Okay, Joe, thanks for dropping in. I hope you get some success with the restream and the chat thing. Well, there he is. Nice to be up in the blue sky anyway. I think he's just going to keep climbing because that's what he can do. My airspeed's dropped right down, so I've got to be careful. I don't know if the viewer can see that little tiny black dot just below the centre screen at the top. Below the top of the screen at the centre is what I mean. Hang on, has he gone? Did he just disappear? That messed him up.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Yeah, 135, Joe.
Copy. Copy.
I assume you're running to 2:30 tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I'll just-
yeah. So because I'm already starting to flag a little bit, but I'm quite happy with the evening's results. But are you going to fly tomorrow night as well?
I'm not sure if I transmitted that. Did I transmit?
Negative.
I'm trying to keep the guitar thing on the go, you see, so I was looking at a different one to work on.
Alright, that's awesome.
Eagles, peaceful, easy feeling, whatever it is. Do you know that one?
But I'm only really familiar with Hotel California and the album of theirs I've got that doesn't have Hotel California in it.
Okay, possibly Lion Eyes, that's a well-known one.
Oh yeah, Lion Eyes, yeah, I know that one. That's on the album I've got.
Yeah, well, I've worked on that one. I think I must have sent you a copy of that. Oops, sorry, clear out my mic. I must have sent you a copy of that I've done on that so far, but I've still got lot of work to do on it to do what I want. What I want is to create a video with all the various little insets of what's being played, but that's a long old job.
Like I did with the Norwegian word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got Dan on drums. Yeah, so I've got down on drums. I've got various bits, and I've got lead guitar licks that I can play, but not all of them. So I need to like completely redo various parts of it, including the lead guitar, to get all the lead licks in it. There are some that I haven't even put in yet. That I've got to learn sort of further on in the song. But the earlier ones I've got, and they've come out okay. Right, I'm thinking perhaps I will just land. I just chased a 109 up to 20 odd thousand feet, and eventually caught up with him, and he dived, or he dropped, because the trouble is when they're climbing in the A10, you're not going to just keep up with them in that way. You have to sort of just try and keep your eye on them, and eventually he dived, and I managed to sort of come down on him, because then I was above him. So then I got him. That was quite nice. So I'm going to come in for a landing from the east.
Altitude, altitude.
Okay, so did you say you're folding it?
No, I wasn't going to fold it just yet. I was going to maybe do it at 1:30. I don't know what I'm going to do for 15 minutes, but I'll do something for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Feeling the fatigue a little bit.
Okay. Well, I've just landed. I've actually quite happy with that landing in this A10. I mean, I know they're easy to fly, easy to take off and land by comparison to other stuff, but I was quite pleased with that. It came down quite nicely.
Very good. See, there's lots of things being blown up and infantrymen on the ground.
Yeah.
I was just saying on my stream that I've been working on some code today. I didn't quite get it to the point where it was ready, but it was like the next phase of the search and rescue stuff. I'm really close to having it implemented. I'm hoping it'll be ready for tomorrow night.
Okay, well, if it's ready for tomorrow night, let me know, and perhaps I will jump in for a while just to help try that.
Yeah, all good.
I'm just going to sit here and relax for a minute, because so that was quite a chase that I had with that 109. It's only one of the passive 109s. At least I think they're passive. The blue ones are still passive.
The ones that are over to the east, yeah, they're more passive, yeah. Unless, oh yeah, you said it was a blue one. Yeah, I think all the escort ones, they're not blue, are they?
Yeah, I think that's right. There was an occasion where I thought maybe I had been shot at by a blue one, but I think that was just my error. It probably wasn't the case. I just mistaken. So I think, yeah, the ones that escort the bombers are not blue, and they are not passive, but the blue ones are passive.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's still quite a chase. I mean, we got up to sort of 23,000 before he started diving. He got quite a way away from me. Then he started to dive, and as he dived, he curled round. So I sort of dived down and followed him, and eventually got him with my gun.
That's pretty good.
Actually, my frame rate is dropping again now, so I probably wouldn't do myself any favours to do much more. It's sort of below 30. It might pick up if I was to take off. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm ground level, but when you get to this stage, it can tend to drop fairly quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going for what must be 3 hours now, and it is dropping down to 14s. Oh, 9. So yeah, perhaps. I don't know if I'll call it there or just bounce out and come back in again.
Well, I had to bounce out earlier on, so I've already been out of the server and back in again. Obviously I started a bit earlier than you did anyway, but I've been out the server and back in again once. But I don't know. I won't worry about doing it again. I'm now below 30, and it's gonna drop. I think that's the trouble. When you get to this point and start to do stuff, and it starts to drop, especially if you then start attacking ground units at close quarters. It drops like a stone.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I've had a good. I've had to mess about. Did I tell you about my gear issues not going up and down?
You said you had it, and you said you'd cleared it, but I didn't tell what the issue was.
I cleared it for the Mosquito. Basically, it's messy now because there are 3 ways to do it, aren't there? There's the keyboard shortcut. There's a switch that it picks up from my throttle unit, but it's not picking it up, or it's by target programming. And at the moment, I've actually got it on the target, and yeah, so the keyboard shortcut is set so that and I've set the target to send the appropriate gear up, gear down, like it's shift G or control G for each of those. And then when I took the spit up, I had a similar problem. Couldn't get the gear up. It wasn't coming up. So I had to go back in and into target and redo it for the spit. That's one of the reasons why I took the A10, just to see if the gear was working. But it has been. There's been no problem with that.
Right.
So I'm hoping I'm finished with that now. So I'm going to take the lid off my beer that's been sitting there for some time. Actually, I didn't land before time because something I tend not to look at too much is my fuel. And on the A10, you've got 2 fuel needles. Like one goes one way round the clock and the other one goes the other way, and they're both virtually at 0 right now.
Oh, can you do a test transmit again?
Yeah, copy. How's that?
That's better. So I just found out where the volume knob is for the radio in the MI8, and you've been quiet. I was listening to you talking, but I was on the map because that's where I could hear you. But I just realised where the volume knob was.
Oh, right.
I'm going to do one more pickup, and then I'll call it. I was respawning into another air module, but I haven't quite got the time for that. I don't.
Okay, well I might just watch you actually. Then I haven't got to worry about frame rate, which just dropped to 4.
I'll slow down then. I don't want to get too close to the target, otherwise you won't see some of the stuff that goes on. Let me know when you're F2.
Hog 1, request takeoff.
It wasn't picking up the fact I was trying to get to the map for a minute, but yeah, I'm there. Hold on. Okay, I'm following you. I've got you on my view.
Okay, so I've got to fly heading based off on my little heading indicator there. We're about 2 nautical miles, but I can get up.
Is that in a different field to the one you're over? Because it looks like there's a container directly in front of you, but it doesn't look 2 miles away.
Oh, no, I'm not doing a container, I am doing a pilot pickup.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I can request a flare from the pilot when I'm within range. It should be somewhere off of my 12 at the moment.
Okay, I'm seeing a dot in the field, but I don't know if that's him or not, or if that's another container.
Yeah, no, I'm not close enough yet. So the flares, it'll only fire off a flare within a certain range, like sun,
Okay.
something like that.
Hello,
There we
Dan.
go, flares gone up. Don't know if you saw that.
Oh no, I missed it. I looked at my chat for a second. Because I got down on a chat and I looked at my chat for a second and I missed the flare. Oh, hang on. No, I'm seeing it. I've just seen it. I've just seen it land. So Laxor is going to pick up.
Yes, you see the
a
flares
pilot.
going up anyway.
It's
But so you can use the flares. Obviously, the flares. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to try some CSAR at night, because the flares are quite difficult to see during the day. But that would be quite noticeable during night operations. But if you can't, there's been a couple of times where I've not been able to get a visual on the flare, so we can ask them to pop.
Dan Eden. Sorry.
Although
Get distracted.
on this version of the code that's running tonight, I have to be on inside a different range, so I just need to reposition slightly.
okay. Yeah, not to worry. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm only viewing. I'm only watching Laxor. That's all. So he's going to pick up a pilot.
Have I repositioned and gone past him?
Well, I can't actually see him. Will I? Should I be able to see him?
If you saw the flare go up, you'd see where it was.
It was in that sort of golden field, I thought, further on. Where all those dead units are, but not as far as the dead units.
Yes, he's just fired another flare, so I can move in on him.
I missed the flare again. I was cleaning a little dot off my screen because I was chasing the dot earlier on, thinking it was an aircraft, until I moved my head and realised that it wasn't an aircraft. It was a little dot on the screen. Can you get him to fire another flare?
The smoke doesn't seem to work.
Can you get him to fire another flare?
It's strange because that should be well within range. The smoke has been working whilst I was in the Huey.
Are you near him now?
Not now. Yes.
I don't think I actually see him as a unit, as a person.
Yeah, that's right. I started to, yeah, he's just in front of me on the ground. But I'm also fighting frames as well.
Yeah, that's certainly not going to help with a chopper. We've been suffering poor frame rate again tonight as it all drops down eventually. It starts off okay, so it's no different tonight to other nights, but it just drops, and he's currently suffering about 10 frames a second. I can't see the guy that he's supposed to be picking up. I'll let him know that. I'm not seeing the pilot at all.
There he is, just right next to him.
I mean, you could look at my stream. You could look at my stream later if you wanted to. Oh, hang on, I can see him. Just that he was just too small. I can see him. Yes, yes. And he just fired another flare. Yeah. So Dan, that's a pilot who had to eject from his aircraft, and then he's able to be picked up by Laxor or by someone else with a chopper using the update that Laxor's put in the mission. He gets in the aircraft and he gets taken back, and then when he gets out, he says, "Thanks, chap. I'll see you in Nappy." Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah, he's heading towards you. And now he's disappeared, which means that he is, to all intents and purposes, in your aircraft, even though we can't see him in your aircraft.
That's right, and hopefully they'll update that. They're due to put in physicalisation of troops, but it's just not in yet.
Okay, it'd be good when they do.
The frames are going to kill me.
Is this a server update?
Well, this is, yeah, the server is always getting little updates as Laxor goes along with it. But yeah, this is something he's been working on. So we go and pick him up. What you just saw was you saw the pilot on the grass. He ran towards the helicopter and disappeared, which means he got in the helicopter. But if Laxor was to look around the helicopter,
I think one of the biggest wins, I mean, the CSAR stuff is good because I've been working on it most recently, but the fact that the logistics stuff is working makes me quite very happy.
Oh, what, the dropping off of the crates?
Yeah, because I was using, it's like there's different ways to unhook the crate, and one of them is automatic unhook. And whenever I was using that, as soon as the cable released, it would either throw the container or the container would drop through the ground and then bounce up and then get destroyed. So I tried using the manual unhook, and that has yielded good results on every use so far.
Oh, excellent.
Now, I've never actually tried doing a pilot retrieve in the MI8 before. It's always been almost always been the Huey, which means I've never tried to land on that little pad in this before.
Right. And if you do succeed in this, when he gets out of the helicopter, does he then physicalise again?
No, not at the moment. I was trying to decide how I wanted that to work. Because there's a handful of tents around the pad, but I didn't really know. Like, I didn't want him to go off in the same direction every time. So what I'm probably going to do is look at the static objects that are within a radius of the pad, and then randomly choose one of them, and then get him to run in the direction of that one, and then sort of despawn when he gets to it.
Yeah, that should be good. That's Jeeve, isn't it? Over to your left a little bit.
Yeah.
But Jeeve is another regular
Oh,
pilot.
I'm sure he's actually stealing my frame rate.
Ah, quite possibly, because when you get lots of activity in the area, that's when the frame rate is more likely to drop. That's why when you do close quarters attacks on ground units, your frame rate goes through the floor.
Yeah, for the most part, it doesn't affect me. Well, it affects me after a while, but it's just now is that while.
Yeah. So Laxer will just get an indication once he's landed, if he's successful and doesn't crash or whatever. He will get an indication that the pilot has left the aircraft, and in the top right hand corner of the screen you'll see a little message from the pilot saying thanks chaps. But as Laxor said, later on they should physicalise it, so later on when DCS carry on working on it, we should eventually see the pilot in the helicopter once he's been picked up, so when you drop him off you'll also see him out of the aircraft, get out or whatever, I'm not sure. Let's see what happens now.
But like I'm sort of close to the back of the pad. There we go, just about.
Right, top left of the top right of the screen.
He's out, he's
Top
disappeared.
right.
So the pickup and retrieve is done.
Jolly good, yeah, I'm seeing his message, see you in a nappy.
Yeah, and then if I manage to do tomorrow the work that I'm doing tomorrow, then the pickup will be a little bit more dynamic in how it unfolds.
Okay, well, so let me know, and even if only for a little while, I could perhaps jump in and look at that. But say, I'm thinking in terms of picking up guitar as well. I'm almost settling on Sundays for picking up the guitar on a more regular basis, so that it's like, can I be bothered to pick it up? It's Sunday, so I pick it up, you know. So, and there's a few songs I'm working on, so that's the plan. So I wouldn't normally fly tomorrow because of that, but if you're ready to go with your new software, let me know, or your update, let me know.
Yeah, will do. And it's good to hear about the guitar work as well, the scheduled guitar work. So hopefully that's what, as you say, sort of keeps you in the right mindset for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the word I should have used earlier. The schedule. When you schedule something, you've then kind of got more of a commitment to do it, rather than shall I pick it up right now. So if you schedule it mentally anyway to do it, then maybe it's more likely to happen. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Is G just trying to run out of ammo?
I don't know. Actually, yeah, he must be, because generally when G fires, he hits.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Unless he's trying to ricochet off the ground to hit the A20.
A20? I'm not seeing that. Oh, I see him. Yeah. So that's an A20 up there, enemy aircraft.
variance. There's quite a variance in shot actually. It's, considering the range that it's hitting the ground.
Yeah, it's they're going off in all different directions. But then again, I suppose it would be true to say that soil is not a dead uniform substance, so there's going to be a variation.
And
It's just going nuts. Yeah, for the sake of Dan, I'll be perhaps looking more at the electric guitar as well tomorrow for peaceful, easy feeling. Which doesn't appear to be
Alright,
nothing
I'm going
as
to call it
difficult
there,
as
and
flying eyes.
before G blows me up, I'll just say I'll call it there now.
Looks like you're a bit late.
Although, taking those shots, look at that. Oh, that might be the end of it.
Yeah, that looks messy. Might catch you tomorrow night then. Are you going to give him some back? It had to end in tears, really, didn't it? Are you still receiving, Laxel? Laxel's probably lost his radio. Okay, well that was a dramatic way to finish.
Dan Eden. Right, I'm off. Was just a quick one tonight.
Yeah, we're finishing anyway, so we might test out a bit more of the search and recover business that Laxor's been working on. We might check out, if he finishes it, I might help him check that out tomorrow in the evening, obviously. Alright, okay, well take care, sleep well, catch you next time. Laxor copy? No, his radio's had it.
Dan Eden. Good ending.
Yeah, okay. Night night, TTFN. Oh, I pushed the wrong button then. I was just saying yes, okay, it was a good ending. Take care, night night, TTFN.